Sports. We're bringing it to you live with two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson, Allie LaForce, our reporter. And now a glimpse of who's out ahead in the All-Star voting.
I'm sure the fans and the players are eager for an update.
You look at Brown, looking pretty comfortable in that starting five for the East. He's second thus far.
And that's a reflection of just how unreal his season has been. To play second in this tough Eastern Conference is very impressive.
It's shaping up to be a terrific All-Star weekend. More news to come as we receive it. And the starting group for the Celtics. At the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. Then it's Derek White, then there's Nikola Vucevic, and it's Shireman in at the shooting guard. And for Brooklyn, we've got Sharp, Michael Porter out there with Dimon, and it's Wolf in at the four-man position. We know things can get heated between these two, Grant. No love lost in this matchup.
And that competitive fire, it grows when you're in the same conference. You get to see each other so often. You know, B.A., I think we're in for some good theater in this one.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds. So it's Boston now. Brown finds Tatum. Back to Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pass to Tatum. This one for three. The rebound by Dimon. Here's Porter. Rebounded by the Celtics. Fresh off a win against the Pacers.
It was textbook rim protection in that game, taking real pride in shutting down the other team.
It was obvious. They pressured that team from the outset every trip down the floor. That will wear an opponent down over time.
Boston has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Well, Doris, when you look at the skill set Jason Tatum possesses, what specifically makes him such an elite player?
Well, if you're elite, it means you have a multi-dimensional game, and that's Jason Tatum to a T. He came in with a scoring mindset. His playmaking skills have advanced every single season. He also absorbs an enormous weight on the defensive end. This guy is elite for a reason, and it's because it's a well-rounded game. That's a crafty play. Understanding when to pull up off the bounce, get that jumper to go. Derek White is on time.
Here's P. No good with the triple. The Celtics have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Brown passes to Vucevic. Throws it up high and finished off by Tatum.
Wow, how about the long arms and the timing of Jason Tatum on the alley-oop? Nice.
To the right side. Here's P. Drills it from deep. He's got 6 points.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Brown. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Indiana.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, P in their last time out against the Knicks played some superb basketball. He picked up 49 points, and he made the defense look helpless as he piled on the points. And he was huge for them in that one. Talking to his coaches pregame, they hope he can repeat that performance with another one here tonight. Back to you.
Okay, good stuff there, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, B.A. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
Right. Good.
Well, Derek White fearless on the interior right there. Tremendous finish.
Brooklyn's gone 3 for 5 from deep so far in this matchup. Pass to Dimon. Launches the three. Outside for Porter. There's the three. Not going to go that time. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Brown's got 8.
That three-point shooting sets up every aspect of Jaylen Brown's game. What a pretty shot.
Here's Wolf. They need this. No good.
Boy, that's a case where he may have been too focused on answering back with his own three.
Pass to Tatum. Here's Brown. The kick out to White. Fires the three. Porter pulls it in. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clock. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Gets the three to fall.
Catch and release. Porter Jr. is so quick. Tough to close out on.
Brown against Porter. Now Brown. 1 second left. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. It's been all about Jaylen Brown. Going with a new group, so Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Vucevic, he's checked in for Queta. Jaylen Brown comes in for Hauser. Shireman's checked in for Gordon. And Derek White subbed in for Milton. We've got Demon, Sharp out there with Michael Porter. And it's P in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Brown, that's good.
This guy has been a key to their success tonight. He's been selective and efficient.
Nets trail by 6. A playmaker who can also score in bunches. I'm talking about Derek White, Doris.
I'm so glad you are, BA, because Derek White's big-time shot-making ability under duress of the shot clock. How many times does this guy get the ball with very little time on the clock, and he just stands calmly and delivers shot after shot? Don't sleep on the athleticism of Derek White. How fast did he get off his feet to punch that one home?
Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Down low, Sharp. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter.
Oh, it's exactly how you lead someone with the pass. Beautifully done.
Close one. There's Tatum with the three. Brooklyn pulls it in. Their last encounter was in Boston, where they were able to handle the Celtics.
And in the last meeting, they definitely had the upper hand at the charity stripe.
The score now all even. He's got 12.
Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
The Celtics have gone 6 of 14 in the second quarter. Right side Brown. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Boston making a switch here. Garza's checked in. Boston shooting their first free throw of the night. Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, BA, he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
Here's Vucevic following the bucket by Brooklyn.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. To the wing, right side. Pass to P from the arc. Back to Sharp. Shot clock at 5. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Misses the three. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Celtics out in front. They're up by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
They look great on offense. The ball is flying around. Guys are getting open. It's enjoyable to watch.
Especially for those of us. Now it's time to check in. And that is going to do it.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on On how close of a game we've seen so far. Jaylen Brown having a dominant impact in this game.
He was getting into the lane easily that first half. Just relentless.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
On the court right now for the Celtics. At the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. Then there's Nikola Vucevic. Then it's Derek White, and it's Shireman in at the 2 guard. Pass to P. Jacks up a 3. Count it. Now 5 of 11 for the game.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Boston leading by 3. Here's Shireman. Back to Brown. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. Front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That's for certain. Shams, thank you for the report. Now here's Tatum. 5 points in the game. Brown can't hit.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Pass to P. The 3 is up. Knocks it down from distance. He's got 6 here in the quarter.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Here's Shireman. Back to White. Now here's Brown. Outside White. And pushing it up the floor. Here comes Brooklyn. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, thanks a lot. Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Back to you.
Allie, thanks for the report. And Boston has possession. Following the bucket by Brooklyn. Tatum inside. Look at Tatum using his length.
You like the way Tatum can sliver around to get his shot.
Pass to Porter. For the lead. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
You can see the team is just continuing to call his number. Until the defense figures it out, it ain't going to change.
And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Williams is checked in for Brooklyn. The Celtics also with a sub. Kate is checked in. A hard-fought matchup. 7 lead changes thus far.
And these teams have been sparring from the get-go, neither able to land the knockout blow.
Jaylen Brown, in addition to becoming a champion, notched a big award in 2024, Doris.
It is undeniable that Jaylen Brown raised his level throughout the course of the playoffs in 2024. He was the MVP of the conference finals and the finals, and I thought set the tone almost nightly en route to that championship.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Pass to Dimon. Three-pointer. Boston pulls it in. Next game against the Bulls at United Center. That'll wrap up this short two-game road trip. They get it back. Here's Brown. Ooh, Brown inside. Hey, he's more than just a shooter.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Here's Pete. Nails it from beyond the arc. He's got 26 points.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And the jam by Brown.
You see an illustration of how well Jaylen Brown understands their system. He's got great command of this offense.
Pass to Pete. Lets it go from deep. And the Nets, another 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
40 seconds left in the third quarter. Tatum with it. 7 points in the game. Shot clock at 6. Back to Gordon. Three-pointer. No luck on that one.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Pete. Good. Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, PA. Unbelievable.
And here's Brown. 19 points in the game. Out to Gordon. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Incredible game. This lead has been exchanged 8 times.
Tremendous show of will and resilience on both sides.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. It's the Celtics up by 2. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition.
Both teams making substitutions here. And the timeout called here by Jordy Fernandez. Rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Here's Brown. Pass to Shireman. Nice ball movement by Boston. And the power finish by Vucevic.
Vucevic knows who he is. This guy is a close scorer, legit threat to finish it with authority.
We've got Michael Porter. Sharp out there with Dimon. And it's Wolf in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And again for 3.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely looking to shoot as much as possible. The Celtics have gotten 6 of 10 attempts to drop in the fourth quarter. Outside Brown. Vucevic, a screen on Porter. In the corner, Tatum shoots a 3. And Tatum drills the 3.
This guy has earned a reputation for handling pressure and making clutch shots.
He launches. It's money from deep.
Well, that lead didn't last long. Right back to even. What an answer.
Picked by Vucevic. Brown inside. He's guarded by Porter. It's good.
You can tell Jaylen Brown embraces these kinds of moments. Big time bucket.
It's good from beyond the arc.
A huge shot. His three-point shooting has been outstanding tonight.
Yeah, he's done more work outside the arc than inside it, and that's not going to change now. They'll ride his long-range game all the way to the end of this one.
KB, nice finish inside.
Oh, Jaylen Brown with a big shot, proving hard work pays off.
Fires the 3. Yes, sir, with the 3.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a grown.
Whoa! Jaylen Brown, do it!
We've got to get this guy in the dunk contest. Jaylen Brown taking flight with that insane athleticism.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Buries it from outside.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Rebounded by Porter. And it's Porter with the ball for the Nets. It's a three-point game. Here's P. Takes a three. Yet another bucket.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. White. Oh, send it home, Derek White.
Derek White, high-pressure situation, no problem.
And they go to the intentional foul. A basket here would give them some breathing room.
Slow down, no need to hurry. Take the best shot available.
White with the steal.
Picture-perfect execution on the double team. No problem stripping the ball away.
Tatum. Here's the pass to Brown. Brown gets the inside finish.
Big-time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Connects again from distance. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
And the Celtics call time here. There's 6 seconds left in the game. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
They need to score, and they need to do it quickly, but it is still possible here.
So we see Brooklyn get the win here. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
You get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game, but they overcame every one.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Dor...
Celtics and Boston. God. Almost lose that game. Can't lose. Guys, let me know in the comment if y'all miss my actual gameplay ways.
RJ, here we are about the middle of the season. Where are these teams putting their focus right now? Some are already monitoring their conference position, but this is the time to stay focused on being healthy and just playing good basketball every night.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Demon's out there with P. Then it's Sharp. Then it's Porter. And it's Wolf at the 4. Now, here's Garland. From downtown, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
What a response from Garland, letting them know he can hit them right back.
Pass to P. Here's Wolf. Sharp on the wing. 5 on the clock. From deep. And he hits it from deep. 3 points there from P. P's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Brooklyn. Mathurin passes to Lopez. Back to Mathurin. Outside Garland. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And RJ, you played 7 seasons in a Nets uniform. The most with any of your teams.
Yeah, it was a great way to start my career consistently in the playoff picture. It was really the most sustained success that the franchise has enjoyed.
And here is Garland after the three-pointer from P. And there it is for him.
This man has a real crafty handle. Garland, I bet he surprises himself sometimes with his moves.
It's the Demon. Here's P. Beyond the arc. And it's Mathurin with the rebound. To the middle. He's looking for Lopez and finds him.
And this is important to Mathurin's development. I like seeing his work on improving his ability to make plays.
From the arc. Demon, that's good.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not.
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Want to leave open.
Now, here's Garland. He had 15 points last time. Leonard on the wing, guarded by Porter. With the teardrop, and Leonard with the lay-in.
Oh, great footwork there from Kawhi on that floater. Nets
leading by 3. Here's P. After Demon. There's Porter at the 3. Collins grabs the miss. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Leonard dishes to Lopez. Leonard against Porter. Leonard inside. 11-point game his last outing, and he gets it to go.
Such a strong wing. Kawhi can more than handle his own down low.
And in terms of efficiency, Greg, very little has changed with Kawhi Leonard.
In multiple years, he's been close to making the 50-40-90 club. A high-usage player who gets to his spots and also takes great care of the ball.
We've got 1:18 left in the first quarter of the game. And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Williams, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Traore comes in for Demon. We've got 1:13 left to play here in the first. Dunn kicks to Beal. Back to Dunn. A three. And the Clippers miss again. Nets leading by 4. Inside. Pass to P. Fires from deep. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Beal taking his time here. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And stolen by Sharp. To the paint. Here's P. Drops in the layup for 2. P's got 17.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Clippers have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. It's Beal on the wing. Shot clock at 6 to end the run. And the layup is up and in.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Here's Porter. And Jones sends it down. And so is Brooklyn, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And their three-point shooting has paved the way for them. Back to the action in just a minute. In for the Clippers. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Bradley Beal. And here are the Nets. They're on a 16-4 run right now. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Sharp. He out there with Demon. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Wolf at the power forward.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, P in their last time out against Boston put on a show. He scored 53 points, and as always, a lot of those points came in bunches of 3. It was a performance that will stick with the fans for a long time. Let's see what he has in store for us in this one.
Hey, Allie, thanks for the great report.
What's up? I don't want this. Good to me. Thank you. Thank you.
In stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Collins checked in for Chris Dunn. Pass to Leonard. Scoring his third straight basket in 3 tries.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
1:44 left to play here in the second quarter. Nets passing it around. Here's P. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. 23 points for P.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
One thing you can say about this Clippers organization, GA, resources will never be a problem.
Yeah, passionate and deep-pocketed leadership. You throw in the market size, and even if they're not the glamour franchise in LA, they're no longer resigned to second fiddle.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And GA, you think about high skill level offensive players. Darius Garland near the very top of that list.
Well, the son of an NBA point guard in Winston Garland, Darius has been preparing for this level his entire life. And his offensive package is as polished as anyone.
And the Clippers making a change here. Lopez is checked in.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Mathurin, still without a basket. A 3 from Leonard. A rebound by the Nets. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team. And that one's good by Porter.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
And Los Angeles guys shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Over in the corner, Mathurin. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game. Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And Leonard gets it to go.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Nets out in front, just dominating this one. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
When you can shoot the 3 like this, how is the other team supposed to keep up with you?
And Kenny, especially since they can hit from so far out. I don't know how you defend that. And let's move on to the Eastern Conference standings. The true contenders are beginning to stand out.
When I look at Brooklyn, I had them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny. You can't, because I'm right. 2 + 2 is 5.
And as much as it pains me, I have to agree with Big Fella.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Hart.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. A fantastic game from P in this one.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
In the post, it's going to be Collins and Lopez. Benedict Mathurin is out there with Darius Garland. And it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, a debate is brewing. While the NBA has pushed back against load management, saying it's an 82-game league, prominent voices on the team side countering that. With much more movement on every possession, modern play style places novel demands on players' bodies.
A serious challenge. Okay, Shams, we thank you for that report.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Outside Mathurin. Back to Garland. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Garland's got 10.
Hitting them right back. Garland fires off the 3-point answer.
Timeout called the Nets. little ways to go between now and the three-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot in this year's event.
And maybe this list changes between now and All-Star Weekend, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed if it stays exactly the same as it is right now.
And you look at P, and it's him all alone atop the voting. It's pretty much a done deal that he'll be showing off his long-range skills in the three-point contest.
Yep, and he's going to be scary to have to go up against if he's on that day. Nobody can shoot it like he can when he gets in a groove.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
And Brooklyn has possession. Darius Garland missing his last shot. Over Demon, and there's Garland. That's good on the assist from Mathurin. 12 points for him.
You gotta be right on Garland from that mid-range spot because he is lethal from there.
The Nets working the ball around now. P cans it from downtown.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Pass to Leonard. Back to Garland. No good on the three.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Outside Mathurin. The three. Brooklyn with the rebound. Wolf got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Porter. To the wing on the left. Here's P. And a little luck that time, but it drops. P's got 40 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Leonard against Porter. They need this. The rebound by Sharp. Sharp's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's P. And the Nets, another 3.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Now here's Leonard. 10 points for him. For the basket, it's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
This is how dominant Leonard can be. And once he finds his comfort zone, he keeps his foot on the gas.
It's good from long range. P's got 46 points.
Ooh, he's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Porter against Leonard. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by the Nets. Wolf got his 5th rebound in this one. There's the triple. He no good. 3 on 3. And that one's good. Leonard's got 14.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end.
Wow. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Fleury is out there with Terrence Mann. Then it's Zaire Williams. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Minot in at the 4. Claxton, a screen on Leonard. He was all alone on that one. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jazz. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Pass to Traore. Over Garland. Rebound by the Clippers. We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
Done outside. Shoots. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
You set him up more often than not. Leonard will knock him down.
Outside Williams. Pass to Traore. Back to Williams. And again, no good by Brooklyn. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Now, here's Leonard. Just 5 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Here's Traore, guarded by Garland. Traore can't hit. And here's Los Angeles. Right now they're on a 9-0 run. And Garland has it in the corner. That ball, nice speed that time from Leonard. Leonard's got his 3rd assist on the night. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Screen by Claxton. Oh, Claxton in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Garland left side. Kicks it out to Jones. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting with confidence. Wow, 66% from the floor.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Brooklyn.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so when you look at the season record, this one will tally up win number 43 on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for P.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Pass to Leonard. Got it. Good job in the low post.
What strength from Leonard there, not allowing the defense to get the best of it.
Here's Traore. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that about wraps it up. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and